We are well into summer, and with that comes aggressive fish, which want aggressive techniques, and that's where our fishing expert Jason from getfishing.ca comes in. And we got quite a few things to go through because this is something a little bit different. I know anyway, am going to learn a lot from this.
Yeah, absolutely. This is called, basically at this time of year, the fish are going nuts, particularly just a little bit deeper, 25 to even almost 30 feet of water. Like, we're talking walleyes and some perch and some pike as well. And a spinner technique, which is basically consists of a big heavy weight, and you troll this thing and spinner the bottom here, put a piece of bait on that single hook, and away you go. And you can catch walleyes to beat the band with this technique, going about 1.5 to 2 kilometers an hour. Just troll along. If you got your GPS or a fish finder, that's all you need to do. You just basically need to test it over the side of the boat, make sure it's spinning properly, and you're on your way to catching your dinner.
And when we're talking, obviously going a little bit deeper, and you mentioned trolling in the boat, if we, do you have to be in a boat? Like, with something that deep, can you make it work?
For this type of technique, it's really difficult to cast it from shore, just because you've got line going out and line on the end, right? So the bottom bouncing your spinner, it's called bottom bouncing because this literally bounces up off the bottom, right? And as I say, this is really almost exclusive of boat technique, this particular way where you have the weight up in front. But there are other options from shore. And I've brought a couple of them with me now. And these are called spin doctors, actually, are the different kind of lures that you have here. And I know we're a ways away from the camera, so, but basically you can bring these, tie them up here, and they're weighted, and you just swim those through the water, and that blade spins nicely in behind. And you can do those from shore. You just throw them out and slowly retrieve them, or else you can lift and reel down, like lift and fall, and that spinner will come like this and then dive down to the bottom. And that's often when you get a lot more strikes with the spin doctor, because it's sort of like a bait that's escaping to the bottom, and that's a lot of times when a fish will jump it. We notice a lot of times is that you can hypnotize fish on a straight retrieve. They come in and they're interested, and they just kind of follow. Some of the shots we saw on the camera there showed the fish just following the spinner. But when you bounce a rock or something erratic happens, that's often when a fish strikes, because that's either when the bait's trying to escape or hide. And that's when that fish in their brain needs to make the decision, I'm either going to eat this thing or I'm not, right? So that's the really cool thing about both techniques, is that if you vary your retrieve, or when you're trolling a lot of times, what we'll do is if we've got two rods out the side of the boat, we'll turn the boat. We won't necessarily go in a straight line, but let's say these are your rods, so you'll turn the boat and then turn it, and what that does is this rod will speed up and this one will slow down. So that's often when you get a strike, is to just vary those retrieves, those speeds, and that can cause the strike to happen.
Oh, well, there you go. Lots more to be gained, though, through the website, because we're all out of time.
For sure. Yeah, getfishing.ca, we've got an excellent spinner video on there that shows you how to use this technique, how to bait your hook, all those different things, and where to fish as well. So go to getfishing.ca for all of that information.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.